Hello and welcome back to another how to do the web tutorial. Today we are carrying on from setting up our Mailchimp account, and this video is going to be showing you how to create a list. Lists are very important in that if you don't have a list you can't send an email to anyone, but the great thing about the Mailchimp list is that it can be a growing thing, and what you can do with it is you can start off with just a few people on it, and then as you have people interested in being on your list, you can add more to it, and you can either add them manually. I do a list of I use my list from classes that I teach. I put those into my email list, and also you can have a link on your website for people to sign up on your list, and you can also do it manually. So what we're going to do today is go through creating a list and a couple of ways that you can add those options to the list. I'm not going to cover embedding URLs and things into your website, but we'll cover that in another one. So here we are in the dashboard. This is where you'll be taken to when you log in. So click on create a list. Now, unless you're going to have lots of different lists for lots of different things, you'll only need to go through this process for once. So create a list, and what we're going to do is call this list test list. And so the default name that we would like it to go out from, so this is when you get an email and you've got the from and the to and the subject line. So this is what will automatically drop in when you're creating an email, and you can change it. So Michelle at how to do the web. Now, it's great to put in something there that people will actually recognize. So otherwise they're just gonna spam you, and you really don't want your list being marked as spam, because if people put your emails into their spam folder, then that goes as a black mark against your list, your name and your list, and it's not something you want to create if you're looking to use your list to promote your business. So default from email, again, that's changeable. So if you're going to be sending an email from an email address, say I was to set up Michelle at howtodotheweb.com, I can change that individually on emails, but this is the default that will automatically drop in, so I don't have to type it every time. So I'm going to put new video released on how to do the web. Now down here, remind people how they got on your list. So this is where you, if somebody gets a random email from you, maybe you're not sending emails regularly, and they get one, they go, who is this? How did I meet them? Maybe they met you at an expo and agreed to be on your newsletter list. So you are receiving this email as you have either attended one of our classes, signed up at an expo, or registered on our website. So it's just a little bit of a description, and this will be put at the bottom of your email just so people can find you if they find out how they signed up. It's just a courtesy thing. So then they just wanted to check that that's the correct info for your list. If you want to change that, you can do so by clicking on the edit button. So the next bit is, when do you want notifications sent to you? Do you want a summary each day of what's happened with your list? Just when people subscribe, they let you know. When they unsubscribe, they let you know. So just choose. You can have all of them, none of them, one of them. I just want to know when people leave. Interesting point of view. If I know that person, I can then contact them individually and say, hey, notice you dropped off my list. Would you be willing to give me some feedback as to why you're not choosing to receive my emails anymore? So do you want people to be able to pick whether they receive it in HTML or plain text? You can choose. You can give that option. I'm not going to. Alright, so we've created our list. Ta-da! It's done. Here we are in our lists. And there's your new list. 0 subscribers, 0 open rate, and 0 click rate. Of course, it's only just been made. So, how to add people to your list. So, if you click on this little dude over here with a plus sign, you can manually go through and add the people to your list. And that's just a literally name and email address. What I'm going to do first though is show you how to import a list of subscribers. Now what I have over here is a download of a list from my class registrations. Well, it's actually a created one, but anybody that's an Access Consciousness Facilitator may recognise this from the back end of the registrations. And I've just copied and pasted that directly out of my registration list into an Excel document, and then I've saved it as Mailchimp test list. Obviously save it somewhere where you know where it is and you can find it. And then what I'm going to do over here is go to test lists, open that up, and then we want to add subscribers up here in this menu line up here. Add subscribers, import subscribers. So we can bring in a list. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste from an Excel spreadsheet. As you can see, there's lots of different places you can get your lists from. And you can also upload a CSV or a text file. I choose just to copy and paste from Excel. I just find it easier. Alright, so I'm going to click on that. And then it's going to bring me into a screen where you can paste your list. And it has these things in here, but when you click on it, they disappear. So go back to here. Now, all I actually require is their name through to their email address. I don't need the date that was added. I don't need this delete button and the number from the class. I just need this section here. So I'm going to highlight it and then copy it, go back into here and go paste. Alright, simple as easy and easy as that. So import that list, click on the button, and it will bring you up this so that you can match up what you would like those to be. So I'm going to go ahead here and make a selection that is their first name. Okay, that one is their last name. Okay, now this is their street address. Now, as you can see in the list, we don't have a street address, so what we need to do is add a new column name, and I'm going to add in here street address. So next time when we come in, see how it's added street address there. So next time we go in, we've now got street address as an option. Obviously this column is not the street address, this is the city. And I don't have one of those, so I need to add one of those now. Okay, so I'm just going to go through here, So now it's got street address and city as an option. So next time you import a list, you'll be able to choose those. So this is the state. This is the postcode. This is the country. And you just go through each of them until you've done all of them. When you're writing in the names, write something that's obvious, and so that when it comes to doing people entering their data in your list, they will know what they're supposed to put in there. Okay, so it's phone number 1, phone number 2, and we already do have an email address option there. Okay, so that's come to the end of all of our lists. So when I click OK on there, it says hooray, all of those are matched up, and go import. Okay, so what it's done is it's added 5 emails to my list. Awesome. So now if I was to go to manage subscribers and view subscribers, it will give me my list as it stands. Okay. If I now go to add subscriber individual button, it now gives me all those other fields that we've just set up. So we've now got a list that contains all the other fields, and if most of you will be using sometimes just an email address and a name, but other times you'll get all their details, and having all their details is handy. You can personalize things. You can do, send them only to people that live in Rotorua, or send them only to people that live in Canada. You can also contact people with your phone numbers and use this for all sorts of different things. So there we have it. We now have set up in Mailchimp our first list. It'll give you little hints and tips on how to do stuff. But we now have a list, and it has subscribers. See, if we now clicked on this little dude again, like we did first time, it only gave us email address, first name and last name. Now, as I showed you before, it gives you all and you don't have to fill them all in. You do have to fill the email address in, because that's got the star in it, and what's the point of having an email list if you don't have their email address? So, thank you very much for joining me on how to do the web, and I look forward to having you here in future episodes where we will cover how to create an email, and check out our other videos on how to do the web.com, where we go over all sorts of different things that can help you create your life and business online with ease. So if you would like to show your gratitude for the video, please either replay it and click on the ad, or you can go to howtodotheweb.com and donate some money with the donate button. So thanks very much for joining me, and I will look forward to having you on the call next time. Thanks.